Hello and welcome to another video where I'm talking about my CD collection. This is video number 33, I think. This time I'm talking about The Clash. I've only got a couple of Clash CDs. I have some other stuff of theirs on vinyl. I held that one upside down. For me, my journey with The Clash started with London Calling. That was the first Clash album that I owned. In fact, The Clash were the first punk band I ever heard. We had moved to Brockville when I was 13, and I started watching Much Music. This would have been around 1986, 87. And I saw the video for their cover of I Fought the Law and Bank Robber, and I thought the name was great, The Clash. I didn't have any exposure to any punk rock other than what was on television. I knew it was like people with nasty or witty sense of humor. Some stuff was politically outspoken. I knew the music wasn't particularly complicated necessarily, but and it wasn't done for commercial purposes. Somehow I sensed all that as a kid, but The Clash was one of the first ones that I got into. And around 93, I think it was, I started collecting vinyl. It was before the big vinyl resurgence, so I could go to a flea market and get a record for $1 or less. And this one cost me a little bit more. This was actually the first record I ever bought on vinyl. The Clash, London Calling. So good that I own it on CD as well. But I remember buying it for $12. And my dad said to me, "You spent $12 on a record?" I said, "But it's a double record." He didn't get it. But I have gotten more than my $12 worth of this album. I've been listening to it for 30 years now, and it still sounds great. Cover's gotten a little bit more worn out over the years, but I still love putting that album on, and it's still one of my favorite double albums. The next record that I got by The Clash was Combat Rock. My favorite songs on here are Know Your Rights, and everybody knows Should I Stay or Should I Go, or Rock the Casbah. Straight to Hell is a great song. There's a part where they quote a monologue from Taxi Driver. I wish they could have cleared getting the sample. It would just sound better with Robert De Niro's voice. Then the next one I got, this actually came with a 7-inch single, which I don't have in here. I think I have it with all my 7-inch records. But it included Gates of Hell, and I don't remember what the other song was. It'll come to me if I find it when I'm digging through my 7-inch records. I'll let you know. But this is the first Clash album, but it's the North American pressing. I believe this is the Canadian pressing. And so the track listing is slightly different. On the UK version, which came out about 2 years earlier, it's got a blue background. And you can look it up and find out what the track listing is different, but this one, they sound more like the Sex Pistols. It's not as musically complicated. It's a lot of power chords and loud, fast rules. But their later stuff, they delved into rockabilly and reggae and dub and all sorts of other styles. And then there's the unfortunate last one, Cut the Crap, which I think came out in 85. And the only two actual members of the original Clash are Joe Strummer and Paul Simonon. These other three guys joined the band after Mick Jones got kicked out and Topper Head-On got kicked out. Mick Jones went and formed Big Audio Dynamite after that, but the band really wasn't the same. The record's not as good as their early stuff. It seems like kind of a cluttered mess with lots of samples and other things going on, but the songs just aren't there. It's a struggle to try to keep a dying force going, and it unfortunately didn't work out. So I have the London Calling CD. Wrong and Boyle is one of my favorite. Death or Glory, Hateful. There's so many good songs on here. It's just one of those albums that you can put on from beginning to end, and it's just fantastic. This one I picked up a few years later. That's The Story of the Clash. It's a good cross section of all their stuff because I'm missing a couple of their records anyway. I'm missing Give 'Em Enough Rope, and I'm missing Black Market Clash, plus any live albums that they came out with. But this one it's got some good singles off of it collected on there. So that is my Clash collection. I also really dig Joe Strummer's solo stuff, especially with the Mescaleros. And I'm going to continue to collect the Clash records over the years. Feel free to leave comments or subscribe or whatever. Everybody always tells you to subscribe or hit that like button. Do whatever you want. I'm doing this for my own hobby and to talk about records. I just want to go through my collection and review what I have, because what I plan to do is to open a booth and start a record store at the flea market and start selling stuff, because a lot of what I'm doing now is just listening to Spotify and YouTube and stuff. And I really don't need all this stuff. There are some things that I want to hang on to over the years. The Clash collection is one of them. I might, if I end up with some doubles, I'm going to sell those, but I think I might hang on to my Clash collection just for sentimental reasons. So that's about all for today. I hope you're doing well, and feel free to leave comments about anything to do with the Clash or any other records or CDs. I'm still going through my CD collection, so I'm going to get to more of the vinyl later. I just wanted to bring out the vinyl for the Clash because I have more of it on vinyl than I do on CD. Have a great time. Bye.